in this bitch like an unborn. On my team jet fly, Concord. Back up in this bitch like an unborn. Back up in this bitch like an unborn. Back up in this bitch like an unborn. On my team jet fly, Concord.
There's Serrano chase for ice cola. The chain swings both ways like it's bipolar. Got the same taste and I probably fuck your bitch. The blood's boiling with no kettle in the wrist. I ain't camera shy, I pre the camera G. I'm so flash I can make the camera shy of me. She's come fly like that. No hospital was airborne, come style like that. Trying to make biddy money, get my salary raised. I make dirty money, shotting all this diamond game. I'm grinding from an Aston, it's a never ending story. How my whip so fly, they compare it to Sebastian. See to damn, now my eyes oriental. So fly like an OD of Red Bull. Shotting diesel, driving a petrol. They wouldn't be fly without me, I'm jet fuel.
Back up in this bitch like an unborn. Back up in this bitch like an unborn. Back up in this bitch like an unborn. On my team jet fly, Concord. Back up in this bitch like an unborn. Back up in this bitch like an unborn. Back up in this bitch like an unborn. On my team jet fly, Concord.
Shots round, it's a drink up. It's a celebration every time we link up. Going shot for shot with me as I go round for round with Iron Mike. You can end up with your chin tucked. Henny down my throat, R.I.P. my liver. I ain't never found a problem, I can't solve with liquor. It felt like we snatched everybody that was gripping. You wake up and you find not a single rapper missing. WaveGang living, wake up every morning with them swollen eyes. Put crystals on my babe, she calls me water white. Ray and Neffy's flowing like the river now. And we don't mess with them boys living in denial. Talking like they bout it, talking like they rap. They get pulled for speeding and start snitching on connects. If your chick bad, then my chick badder. Brazilian Montana, not preocupado con nada, huh?
Back up in this bitch like an unborn. Back up in this bitch like an unborn. Back up in this bitch like an unborn. On my team jet fly, Concord. Back up in this bitch like an unborn. Back up in this bitch like an unborn. Back up in this bitch like an unborn. On my team jet fly, Concord.
See, I'm back up in this bitch cause she let me in. I freed Willie in a pool, now we're paddling. I hit a hot spot, I'm going like it's all or nothing. Just check her sheets if you think I'm bluffing. Ooh, I'm so gifted, but you already know that. You can wipe my old tick, nigga, that's a throwback. She told me that you treat a lower region like a buffet. All you can eat, what neat, nigga, hold that. We don't play games with you fuck boys. We put Kamalis in the dirt where the top boys. And the whole scene's washed like a rinse and spin. Oh buddy rappers, call your next of kin. Call them up, and this is easy. I tell them that it's light work. You see me, I'm a must with it, nigga, you're a might work. Woo. So when she sees me, she might twerk. I'll make her squirt and leave her coochie in the dirt. Kill it.
Back up in this bitch like an unborn. Back up in this bitch like an unborn. Back up in this bitch like an unborn. On my team jet fly, Concord. Back up in this bitch like an unborn. Back up in this bitch like an unborn. Back up in this bitch like an unborn. On my team jet fly, Concord.
Back up in this bitch like a Concorde. Flight and jetpacks, nigga, I'm airborne. I'm from the hood where it's war torn. I've been a bad boy since born, ask Diddy. Started from the bottom, now they call me Young Holly. I'm shopping in Melrose, Johnny. Money is the fragrance, cuzzy. I'm back with a bang like Freddy. Man, I told man already. So much snow got me moving like a Yeti. All this liquor got me moving like a Jesse. And I ain't even started yet, I'm only getting ready. Ooh, but it's a WaveGang thing. And if you ain't with me, nigga, say something. Yeah, going destined for greatness. Blue tick by my name, recognize the status, nigga.
Me blood clot rock. Miss that rocks and me blood clot trucks. WaveGang be the click and your chick screaming. Dexter's loud and your bitch she get it in. And the proofs in the picture for your Instagram picture. You ever see the mister? Look, I'm back to the future. Marty McFly and I love be the shooter.
Back up in this bitch like an unborn. Back up in this bitch like an unborn. Back up in this bitch like an unborn. On my team jet fly, Concord. Back up in this bitch like an unborn. Back up in this bitch like an unborn. Back up in this bitch like an unborn. On my team jet fly, Concord.